Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and in this video we are going to be covering 10 of the best budget cards you guys can pick up right now for like 10 to 15k or below, just a rough range and below. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button down below. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos, and I'm kind of excited because there's a great bit of budget players out there, and I just wanted to shout out a few of them that are pretty good and pretty fun. So without further ado, let's get it going on and hop straight into the guide that we have. I guess I'll call it the number 10 spot, but these aren't actually listed. This isn't a ranking of these budget cards. They're just 10 that I want to shout out. So I may say number 10 or things like that, but that's just ignore it. It's just gonna be how it is. So the first guy that I actually do want to shout out is one that hasn't been getting enough love in my opinion, and it is Precious Achiuwa. Precious Achiuwa is actually a great all-around card. My man is actually, decent size at 6'8". If you're gonna be playing the power forward though, if we're looking for a center, you're probably not. So beware of that. Plus, I just think he's a great all-around guy. I mean, we're looking at a guy who has an 88 midi, 88 three-point shot, 95 standing and driving dunk, 86 ball handle, so he can speed boost at that like 6'8" frame, which is great. He has a 92 block, and 85 steal, 89 perimeter defense, and 89 interior, and 85 offensive and defensive rebounding, and he's super quick as well at 6'8", which is going to be great. Plus, he has a bunch of Hall of Fame badges, which is just absolutely amazing and kind of help him out all around to just be that great power forward that you would hope he could be, which is always going to be great. He's just super fun. In general, jump shot 100 on him is an interesting one, I guess we'll say. It's not the most amazing and not one that I would, I guess, talk about being one of the best, but it still can be fun and you can still get some pretty nice usage out of it if you know what you're doing, at least, I guess we'll say that. So super fun, just great all-around card that is well worth being on a list of 10 budget cards because he only goes for about like 3k MT, which is super cheap for a guy that can play as well as he can at the power forward. Next up on our list is Diamond Cuttino Mobley, who is a great all-around just shooting guard, point guard, more so a point guard actually, but he's 6'4", has a nice 6'7" wingspan as well, and he's just an overall really solid kind of guy. If we're looking at, his big animations or stats, I guess we'll say, 94 mid-range, 96 three-point shot, those are all huge, 85 driving layup, which is going to be amazing. 92 driving layup and 85 driving dunk. He doesn't have really much of a post game, but we do have an 89 ball handle, which is great along with his awesome playmaking. Defense is pretty solid aside from the interior. That's only a 69, but 90 perimeter and an 84 steal is all really great. We don't have the most rebounding, but we are a lightning quick card with 94 speed with ball, and acceleration, which is beautiful. And we do have a load of Hall of Fame badges, 26 of them to be exact. Now, majority of these are going to be in shooting, so look out for that. But we do have a Hall of Fame badge in clamps for defense. We do have quick first step, downhill, and unblockable, which is cool, and a few finishing badges here or there just to help out. And then we do have, 25 gold badges as well that just kind of come through tit for tat and help you out a little bit to just fill out some of those other things that maybe you would want things like defense, just to help a little bit. Overall, he's just a really great card, and jump shot 26 with a Curry slide on this Cuttino Mobley card is absolutely insane. It may be one of my favorite jumpers in the entire game. Jump shot 26 on very quick is just so nice, so money, and so clean that I just absolutely love it. If you haven't tried him out, I definitely recommend picking him up. I grabbed mine today for the footage that you guys are watching right now. Also, let me know what you guys think about the editing style on this. He's only about 15k, or I said 5k MT, so super cheap and super nice. If you're okay with running some of those traditional sized point guards like 6'4" and below, Cuttino Mobley is a great all-around option, especially as only a 5k card. It can't really get much better than that. Next on our list is Pink Diamond Hakim Warwick, who again is a really solid all-around card because, we're looking at a 6'9" guy from Syracuse. You guys know what's up with it. You guys, I love my Q's players, but he's one of those interesting guys because he has a jumper that nobody else really has, and jump shot 19 on very quick. Plus, the Pro 3 behind the back, which is always beautiful, and the Curry slide as well, which is pretty awesome, and you guys can see it being used in the background footage. Also, it's just one of those all-around really good cards because we do have just great all-around game. We have a decent post game, which is always going to be pretty solid. An 90 mid-range, an 84 three-point shot as well. I would love a three-point shoot on him along with a coach boost to get that into 90, but once you do, it is beautiful. 97 standing and driving dunk are all great. He can play make with the best of them, and a 90 block, 84 steal, 89 perimeter, and 88 interior defense for his all-around good defensive ability is always wanted. Plus, we're lightning quick. 94 speed, 90 speed ball, and 94 acceleration are all going to be super solid. And we do have 26 Hall of Fame badges along with 27 gold, which is always going to be pretty great. Hakim Warwick is going to be one of those guys that specializes a little bit in defense and finishing, so if that's kind of suits your fancy, then this card is definitely for you. Like, I highly recommend you actually use this Hakim Warwick if you like just all-around power forwards that can really kind of clamp up. But he's still not a slouch in the shooting department. He does have gold deep threes, things like that, which is going to be really good. And he still is going to feel lightning quick with Hall of Fame, quick first step, downhill, things like that. All around, just a super great card. And again, a budget guy that doesn't get a lot of love, and he's only about 11k MT. Super worth the price. Definitely recommend going ahead and picking him up if you're in need of that like 3 to 4 man. Next up is Diamond Justice Winslow. Whether it is the small forward or the power forward position, this Justice Winslow is an absolute demon. This guy is a 6'7" small forward, power forward, small forward point guard, and I honestly recommend running with the PG. And you can get him for about 8k MT. I got mine for about 9.9 with the diamond shoe that you guys can see right here, which boosts his 3-point shot, which is huge. You're not going to be getting a lot of post game with Justice Winslow, but you do have an 89 mid range, a 92 3-point shot with this boost, 89 without it, and a 90 driving dunk, which is huge, 93 with my shoe. He can play make with the best of them, which you love to see, and the defense is all around great. 89 steal, 90 perimeter, and a 84 interior. Would like to see a bit of a shoe on that if you can, but if you can only get one 3-point shoe boost, I would say that's perfectly fine as well. We also really have good speed, as you would expect with any card that's going to be playing the PG, and 25 Hall of Fame badges, which just help all out. And the big thing that I love with this Justice Winslow card is his defense is godly, and he has that like Kawhi Leonard kind of defensive stance that just for some reason always makes cards feel better defensively than they should be, as well as just being lightning quick and an all-around insane shooter as well. So kind of like a 3-and-D kind of PG, which is really awesome. Doesn't slouch in the playmaking or finishing though. It's just not what you notice as a strong suit, but he's still just a great all-around card. And again, he's like 8k MT depending on how you pick him up. If you pay a little bit more like I myself did, you can get a diamond shoe on him for pretty nice and pretty cheap for only like 10k. Definitely not bad. And if you're looking to stop all those Ben Simmonses and Chris Webbers that you're running into, I think Justice Winslow is the best budget counter for it by far. Next on our list is Diamond Tyrese Haliburton, a great all-around card that has that Aaron Gordon jumper on very quick, the Curry slide, and is one of my favorite budget PGs just in the game. There really is nothing that goes ahead and really stops this Tyrese Haliburton, and I would argue, as well as a lot of other people, that Tyrese is actually a better dark matter Steph Curry. Now, he is 6'5", which obviously is the big help, but he's got a bit of a post game. Does have a 90 mid range and a 94 3-point shot, an 88 free throw, he got an 85 driving dunk. His playmaking is absolutely godly, but the defense is kind of where it shines out. 88 steal, 90 perimeter defense, and a 90 or 80 block with a 78 interior. He's got some good rebounding and 95s and all the speed, which is great. But there's just something about his badges that make him just play insane defense, and he is no slouch at shooting either. That's kind of what you notice with Tyrese as well. It's kind of a 3-and-D PG, but he still can do it all. He's just kind of insane. And that Aaron Gordon jumper, you wouldn't expect it to be so great, as Aaron Gordon is kind of trash in the game, but when you put that jumper on very quick, it makes his Tyrese Haliburton just an absolute demon, and there really is just nothing stopping him from being a top budget PG. And low-key, a top diamond in the game. This card actually plays like an opal. It is seriously unreal, and he's only about 5k MC depending on when you get him. For sure, worth any amount of MT that you're going to be spending on him. Absolutely love this card. And again, like Justice Winslow, if you do have a bit of extra MT, you can spend a little bit more and grab him with like a diamond shoe or a diamond contract, which is pretty nice if I do say so myself. Next up is Diamond Eddie Curry, who again is just a great all-around card, but this one I love because he's got jump shot 38 on very quick, which is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful jumper. Plus, Eddie Curry is a 7-foot center, which you gotta love, and he's just got the all-around stats to make it all work. Great post game, as you would expect from a center. A 90 mid-range as well, which is gonna help with our super quick, lightningly speeded jumper, I guess we'll call it, and a 93 3-point shot. Plus 98 or 38 has a great green window, which is just beautiful. 95 standing and driving dunks, so if shooting and 3-point shooting with your center is not your thing, you can still bring it to the paint a little bit with Eddie Curry, which is always great, and he can speed boost at being 6 foot tall, which at this point with centers is kind of a necessary thing, but Eddie Curry obviously does it just as great. Has a 92 block, an 84 steal, 86 perimeter, a 90 interior. We have 90s in the rebounding, and the speed is great, and if I'm being honest, I really don't think you're going to lack at all going against some of the Dirk Nowitzkis, the Wilts, Kareems using this Eddie Curry. I honestly think you could hold your own quite well with this card. And he's 9k MT compared to like the 300k they're going to be paying for those. So value-wise, definitely looking better. We also do have a bunch of great Hall of Fame badges all around, 25 to be exact, and 20 gold to go along with it. And in general, this Warped Reality set was just beautiful. You can pick up whatever you want. But you can see Eddie Curry just has quite the plethora of badges all around. Just lacking a few playmaking ones. Only has quick first step and downhill in Hall of Fame, but does have a few in the gold section, which is pretty cool. But overall, you're not really going to run into a scenario where there's something this Eddie Curry can't do, because offensively, he's beautiful. Rebounding-wise, he's amazing, and his defense inside and out is just gorgeous. All around is a great card, and again, he's only about 9k MT. You can't really go wrong. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have Pink Diamond Richard Dumas, who is a beautiful, beautiful all-around card. He's just a guy that can do whatever he wants, basically, because he has the Paul George jumper on very quick. And I know some people don't really like the PG jumper on PG because it's only on the quick timing, but I promise you, you put it on very quick and it becomes a jumper that is more than bearable and is actually quite fun to use. So you gotta love that. Plus, Richard Dumas just has amazing all-around stats in general. If you actually were to look at the card, I think he actually may have equal stats to the Opal Paul George, which is awesome. He's also 6'7" with a 7'4" wingspan. 89 3-point shot, 94 midi. We got amazing dunking, 97 driving, 85 standing. The post game pretty solid, 86 ball handle, and can speed boost with the best of them. Can cheese really well if you wanted to. His defense all around is just gorgeous. Got 88s and 90s and all of that. The rebounding is great, and his speed is just out of this world. Plus, he also has the Curry slide and the quick dribble style as well, which always feels amazing, and his tendencies are out of this world. Hall of Fame badges, got 30 of them if you're on current and 29 if you're on next gen, which is beautiful. And finishing, in my opinion, is where Richard Dumas really just shines out. Nobody's stopping him getting to the paint. But if you look at the badges, he actually is the most in defense by a pretty big margin, actually, which is pretty cool. Plus, he's got a few playmaking ones like quick first step, downhill, bullet passer, and things like that, which really help him out. And for the gold badges, which he does have 36 of, a lot of them are in shooting and finishing it to give you that extra oomph. But if I'm being honest, other than deep threes, he didn't really need it because he's just a beautiful finisher. All around great card, and again, his price has tanked recently, so he's only about 5k MT. Like, it's kind of unreal. You could basically make an entire lineup with these cards and wouldn't lack at all. It's unreal, the great budget cards that are out there, and Richard Dumas is at the peak of those. Next up is a Pink Diamond Trevor Ariza, a card that I recently did a gameplay with, and he's only about 10k MT, which is not too bad. Plus, Trevor Ariza is a 6'8" PG shooting guard, which is amazing. 7'2" wingspan as well. Has a great jumper and jump shot 32 on very quick, and the Curry slide with the shifty dribble style. You love to see it. But as you would expect with Ariza, the thing that he specializes in is 3 and D. 84 midi, 94 3-point shot, and has a 90 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, which is great, and an 85 interior, 95 perimeter, a 95 block, and an 95 steal and an 88 block. There we go, which is just beautiful. Also has great speed and rebounding as well, which is going to be pretty good for a guy his size. And obviously he's got all those beautiful animations. But then when you check out his badges, which he has 31 of, a lot of those are going to be in defense. Actually, majority are in defense. Got a lot of shooting ones as well, like deep threes, corner specialist, circus threes, catch and shoot, hot zone, hunter. And then has quick for step, downhill, ankle breaker as well, which is just beautiful. It's crazy that a Trevor Ariza card can be this shifty and this nice, but I promise you this one is, and it's super fun to see and super fun to use just in general. This Trevor Ariza is just an absolute demon. I recommend it to anybody that is looking to spice up their team a little bit because he's just a great all-around card. Going up next is Pink Diamond Kyle Korver, who is a great all-around card, but I have actually seen some people overrate him a little bit. Kyle Korver is a great card, don't get me wrong, but even on very quick, the Kyle Korver jumper is a little bit slow, which means you're going to be able to green more consistently, but get open a little bit less often. So make sure you are aware of that when you are using Kyle Korver. But other than that, he's still an amazing card. He's still super fun to use, and he's just great all around. Plus, quick dribble style and Pro 2 in his animation, so he can carry slide, is always going to be great. Kyle Korver also is a 6'7" 2 guard, which is always to be liked, and a 6'9" wingspan. And then if you check out his badges, aside from a post game, he's got everything else you could want, like a 98 mid-range and a 99 3-point shot with a 99 free throw. And part of the warped set is that he has an 80 standing dunk and a 95 driving dunk. He can also speed boost with the best of them, and his defense has an 84 interior, 93 perimeter, 85 steal, and a 76 block, which is crazy. Great rebounding, and he's lightning quick as well, as having 31 Hall of Fame badges, which are all gorgeous. And obviously, Majority of them are going to be in shooting, but they did luck out with Kyle Korver, and they actually gave him some pretty good defensive ones as well, like clamps, intimidator, pickpocket, pick dodger, things like that are all really good and really nice to have on a card, and obviously Kyle Korver's got them. So it's crazy to say that Kyle Korver is one of the best 3-and-D cards in the game, but it's kind of true. You'd expect him to be one of the best 3-point shooters, but not the best defensive, obviously. He's also got 20, gold badges, and that kind of fills out the playmaking and the finishing ones for ones that he didn't have already, which is always going to be great and always going to be fun. It's kind of surprising me that Kyle Korver is one of the best pink diamonds in the game, but here he is, and definitely no slouch. It's nice to finally bring him back to those old 2K16 kind of days with his rubies where he was just an absolute god. And last but not least, we have Amethyst Matt Bonner, who I am so mad that I didn't make a video on the day that he came out or the weekend after, because I just didn't realize it until a few days ago how great this Matt Bonner card was. He is a 6'10" Klay Thompson with the Curry slide and has the Klay jumper on very quick, which not even Klay Thompson himself has, which is just unreal. Now, I will say he can only Curry slide on next gen, so beware of that. If you aren't on next gen, your Matt Bonner will not be Curry sliding. That's just how it is. But if you do look at him, again, that 6'10" frame with that Klay Thompson jumper and his 7'3" wingspan is going to be crazy. The post game is great because obviously he's a center. That's what he does. But a 90 mid-range and a 96 3-point shot, as well as a 90 free throw, a 95 standing, and 95 driving dunk is amazing. Then we have an 86 ball handle and great all-around playmaking. The defense is an 88 interior and 88 perimeter as well, which is going to be great. And we have good rebounding as well as pretty good speed. Rebounding, I would like to see it into the 90s, but I'll take what I can get. Then when it comes to badges, we have 18 of them Hall of Fame, and obviously we're going to see a lot of those in shooting, but surprisingly has more of them in finishing, which always helps. Plus, Hall of Fame clamps is always going to be a badge we'd love to see, as well as deep threes, quick first step, and things like that. 36 gold badges as well to kind of fill everything else out that he doesn't have. Majority of those are in defense, but he's got gold badges everywhere. And I think the crazy thing is that Matt Bonner is only about 3K MT compared to a Bulls, probably 80, 90K MT. I'm not going to say that Matt Bonner is better, but value-wise, I would take Matt Bonner over Bull on next gen because we still have the Curry slide. We have a just as good jumper, and he can do everything else that Bull can besides be 7'2". So, actually kind of insane. It's crazy that we have him. Let me know what you guys think about all the cards that we've talked about today in the link in the description down below. And I said in the link in the description down below. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Like if you guys did enjoy, and if you guys want to see this kind of budget series continue. It takes a lot of time to do all these videos, so if you could please hit that like button, it would mean a lot to me. Plus, they're always fun to make, man. We got some great budget cards in 2K. They haven't slouched at all. We've been getting consistent, great budget cards, and you love to see it. Subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road at 210K subscribers. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video.